guys, welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to episode 6 of my AEW GM mode in WWE 2K. And this episode today is a very big one because we have finally arrived at the first pay-per-view of the series, Double or Nothing. That is right, here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Casino pay-per-view, and man do we have a huge card for you here tonight. Coming up on tonight's show, we've got the Casino Battle Royal where 8 men will try and fight for MJF's Dynamite Diamond Ring. Already confirmed for that match is MJF, Chris Jericho, and as we saw this last week on Dynamite, Taz? I mean, I don't know what Taz's presence means. I have no idea. Guess we'll have to go ahead and find out. But also coming up on tonight's show, we've got the AEW World Championship main event between Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley, which is sure to be an absolute banger. Not to mention, we've also got a Women's Championship triple threat match, and we've also got the Fatal 4-Way for the World Tag Team Championships, which is going to be amazing as well, and also another match in the AEW Combine. So basically what I'm trying to say here, this show is going to be amazing. And so of course, as your general manager, I am very excited to see how you respond to my first pay-per-view in this GM mode series. But before we do that, of course, at the beginning of every episode, we've got to see how much budget we've got, how much we're going to add on from the views and ratings of last episode, and who we want to buy before the pay-per-view. And so after the intro of last episode, we ended up having $104,000 left in our budget. And speaking of episode 5, it ended up breaking to that plus $30,000 threshold, which means it's plus $30,000, and it also broke into the 200 likes threshold, which means that's another plus $35,000 onto the budget, leaving our remaining overall budget at this current time before we buy anyone $169,000. Nice. Now I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you guys already know DDJ is a man of the independent wrestler, and so naturally I'm going to pay $5,000 to both of my AEW Combine free agent participants on tonight's show. Now, the next person that I'm going to be buying is possibly the biggest one in the entire series so far. It's definitely the most expensive, and it's someone a few episodes ago some of you guys thought I was going to buy, but I didn't. And I'm happy to say that I am now going to buy him. So introducing, ladies and gentlemen, for $50,000, winter is no longer coming. Winter is here, because we're going to be buying the icon Sting. That is right, welcome to AEW Dynamite for the Stinger. But moving on from Sting, that huge buy right there, we're also going to buy another highly requested item that you guys have been wanting me to buy, and that is $25,000 for the TNT Championship. Now, I'm not going to lie, I cannot promise you that I'm going to use the TNT Championship straight away, because like I said a few episodes ago why I didn't buy it straight away, is the fact that I don't really want to overbook my shows or like have too much going on right now. I kind of like where we're at right now, where I'm focusing on the women, I'm focusing on the tag division, and I'm focusing on the world title picture, and then we got like the Dynamite Diamond Ring as well. And so essentially, I don't know if I'm going to use the TNT Championship straight away, but I'm going to buy it now, and we might use it down the line at some point before this season ends, and if I don't use it this season, we'll use it in season 2. In addition to buying the TNT Championship, I'm going to buy a man who possibly could vie for that championship, and that is $15,000 for Miro. I'm the best man. But now moving on to our next buy here, $25,000 for the Dark Order. That is right, it is my pleasure to welcome back the Dark Order to AEW, and if you're wondering who is going to be in the Dark Order, the leader, of course, none other than the late great Brody Lee, the Exalted One, Evil Uno, and John Silver. And whilst I understand that the Dark Order is a lot bigger than that, at the moment those mods are not available, but I understand that they are on the way. Like I know recently, for example, I did see a full core set for the Dark Order on WWE 2K20, and so if that gets moved over to WWE 2K19 on PC with the mods and everything, then I will get the full Dark Order in this series. And I think that'll be pretty great as well. We can get people like Alex Reynolds and Anna Jay and everyone else into the Dark Order, but right now we're gonna, pay a nice little tribute to the Exalted One, Brody Lee, bring him back into AEW, because I know some of you guys were like, oh, he should be free, or you should do something to tribute him. But I think the best way, as I said in episode 1, I think the best way to tribute someone like Brody Lee is to continue to use him in my AEW and just show off exactly what made him a great wrestler and a great competitor, and so he's going to continue to be a part of our legacy in AEW. But now moving on from the Dark Order and the Exalted One, we're going to buy Matt Hardy for $15,000. Yes, I think I speak for all of us when I say we are definitely looking forward to seeing what the broken brilliance of Matt Hardy does in this AEW GM mode. Yeah. And now as you can see on screen, we are building up this roster. We have almost bought everyone available at the moment. There's still some free agent spots left, but at the moment we are doing a good job of building back up this AEW roster heading into Double or Nothing and future pay-per-views, and of course the season finale. So we're doing a good job so far is what I'm saying. And so after that massive haul of wrestlers, participants, championships, and everything else in between, our remaining budget going into DON is $29,000. And yeah, there is the episode 6 intro done. I'm very excited for you guys to see this pay-per-view, so without any more further ado, I introduce you to the first pay-per-view in this AEW GM mode, Double or Nothing. boy, this is how we're beginning things, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AEW Gem. This is episode 6, and we have finally arrived at Double or Nothing. And of course, as is the tradition when it comes to Double or Nothing, we're kicking things off with a Casino Battle Royal here at DON for the Dynamite Diamond Ring that currently belongs to Maxwell Jacob Friedman. But the question is, will it still belong to MJF once the night is done? Once DON goes off the air, that is the question, and we're about to find out the answer. Because of course this is an over-the-top rope 8-man battle royal. Both feet must touch the floor and then you are eliminated. There is a very high chance with the caliber superstar, the caliber wrestler that is in this match, that MJF is the first eliminated here, or alternatively, he could go all the way to the end. These battle royals are very, very unpredictable. And of course, by the way, we did see this past week on AEW Dynamite when Renee Paquette was interviewing MJF, and then Jericho interrupted and it got a bit heated, and then for some reason Taz made his presence known. He was standing at the top of the arena. He was standing at the top of the stage to stare down MJF and Jericho and Renee Paquette, and who knows what the hell that meant. But now here comes Matt Sydal, a man who so far in this series has become a bit of a fan favorite, even though this is his first appearance on AEW on a pay-per-view in this series. He has become a very popular man amongst you guys watching this series, and so Matt Sydal with a chance to become the winner of that Dynamite Diamond Ring here tonight at Double or Nothing. And what a win it would be for Matt Sydal, by the way. Already had a very successful wrestling career, but has never been the world champion. Perhaps this win right here is what would catapult Matt Sydal into that main event picture, but someone else who has all the tools to become a main eventer, a world champion, Hangman Adam Page. And of course, in a very similar fashion to Matt Sydal, making his first appearance in this AEW GMO series, his first appearance here back in AEW after the roster reset, Hangman Adam Page, of course, signed a number of weeks ago. But now, imagine just the scenes of Hangman Adam Page in his first match here, competing for that Dynamite Diamond Ring and winning it all here on pay-per-view. Oh, here comes the Bastard Pac with his first appearance in AEW here at Double or Nothing, and in my opinion, the real dark horse to do it all here tonight. And I say dark horse not in the sense of he's underrated or anything. We all know just how good Pac is, but when it comes to a Dynamite Diamond Ring here, the Casino Battle Royal, we haven't seen Pac. He's a relative unknown. We haven't seen him in months in AEW, and we certainly haven't seen him since the roster reset happened. So could this be the night for Pac to shock the world and go on to win the Dynamite Diamond Ring? He certainly has all the tools. He certainly is capable. And we know when it comes to the Bastard Pac, he'll bite your bastard nose off. He doesn't give a damn who you are or what you are. And speaking of people who don't give a damn, here comes Chris Jericho. I mean, where do I even begin as Chris Jericho enters to the Inner Circle anthem? Of course, Judas by his band Fuzzy, but I don't even need to speak on the name of Chris Jericho. You all know how much of a legend he is. You know that he is a real mastermind when it comes to the game of professional wrestling, a multi-time world champion. He has done it all, and he's won it all. And as he said this past Wednesday night on Dynamite, he's done it all, he's won it all, except the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And tonight, according to that man right there, Chris Jericho, is the night when he will change just that, when he wins the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And for a guy like Chris Jericho, by the way, he certainly has the experience factor over everyone in this match. But now here comes Joey Janela, someone looking to really make a name for himself here in AEW. Because don't get me wrong, Joey Janela has already made a name for himself in the professional wrestling world, but he has never been a world champion here in AEW. He has never won a title in AEW. And like I said, that Dynamite Diamond Ring can catapult you to great opportunities. Could this be the night where we never look back for Joey Janela? And that crowd right there looking relatively bored. Oh, that's why they're looking relatively bored, because here comes Peter Avalon, my favorite wrestler in AEW, as you guys will know. Big Peter Avalon guy, I love him. Just one of the best. No doubt about it that he's going to win this match. I have all my faith in the librarian Peter Avalon. He is just simply one of the greatest of all time. I mean, Ric Flair, who am I, right? And even though Peter Avalon hasn't finished making his entrance yet, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about something else because no one really cares about him. Anyway, the point is, the 8th man in this match was supposed to be originally Darby Allin, but earlier today, he was found in the locker room area completely unconscious, and we don't know who attacked him or what the hell happened. We're still looking into that, but unfortunately, Darby Allin unable to compete here tonight at Double or Nothing. And I do wish Darby Allin the speediest of recoveries, but fortunately, just before we went on the air, I did receive word that there will be an 8th man here in this casino battle royal for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. But the question is, who is going to fill in for Darby Allin, and who is that going to? Oh my goodness me, it's the Machine, Brian Cage. Holy mother of God, the roof just came off this place as Cage makes his entrance as the surprise 8th man in the Casino Battle Royal. And my God, it all makes sense to me now. The representative of Brian Cage, Taz, was there on Wednesday night on Dynamite to send a message. And I don't like to throw around conspiracy theories, but isn't it suspicious that the 8th man in this match, Darby Allin, was taken out earlier today, and now here's Brian Cage to take his spot, god damn it. Well, whatever conspiracy theories we want to throw around, I'm not here to theorize. The point is, Brian Cage is the 8th competitor in this Dynamite Diamond Ring Casino Battle Royale, and the entire game, the entire landscape has just changed. And now here we go, this Battle Royale is underway here to open up Double or Nothing, the Casino Battle Royale for the Dynamite Diamond Ring that MJF currently holds, but will he be still holding it by the end of this one? And Brian Cage now throwing Peter Avalon over the top rope with Peter oh my God, he's eliminated already by the Machine. Just like that, Peter Avalon is gone, and quite frankly, no one's going to miss him and no one cares. Moving on. Actually, you know what, that's not really fair of me to say as the AEW General Manager. I'm sure he would have won this match. Maybe something happened, I don't know. Anyway, Brian Cage now going for a massive suplex on the man that currently holds that diamond ring, and he connects with it as well. Oh, but look at that now, Matt Sydal trying to take out Brian Cage with a knee right there, but he doesn't quite connect with it. And now Brian Cage looking for retribution with the spinebuster. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, the Hangman and Page almost eliminated by Joey Janela. Now Chris Jericho beginning to go to work on Matt Sydal, but Cage and Jericho going back and forth right there, and MJF gonna go after Pac and Janela, and Hangman still going in it as well. There are still 7 men left in this match. Oh, but wait a minute, there goes Hangman and Page, eliminated by Janela, and we're down to 6. I spoke too soon. I was about to say Hangman and Page is hanging on the other side of the ring right there, but then he's eliminating. There's a big backbreaker to Brian Cage by Pac. My God, the action so fast and furious here in this Dynamite Diamond Ring Casino Battle Royale. It's hard to call, but it is fast and furious, and that's how we like it here in AEW. And there goes Joey Janela, eliminated by the current holder of that ring. And look at that, MJF is loving it here, looking to retain the Dynamite Diamond Ring here on Double or Nothing to open up the show. What a surprise though, this is the entire roof exploded off this place. No one can believe that Brian Cage is here, and I can't believe I didn't connect the dots sooner. Of course, you see Taz, and you know that Brian Cage is not far behind. That's how it's worked in this professional wrestling thing, in this business. And now look at this, Pac almost on the thread of being eliminated over there by Chris Jericho. Can Pac hang on? And now Brian Cage going for something on Matt Sydal, but Matt Sydal with a nice counter right there, and Sydal with a kick straight to the leg, and he's going for those big kicks right there. Oh, what a move by Matt Sydal, taking out MJF right there, and now he's countering. Matt Sydal is rolling with a bunch of momentum here. He has Brian Cage where he wants him. Never mind, Brian Cage with a counter right there, and he's caught the boot, and he takes down the Machine, and a spinning kick by Pac as well. And look at Matt Sydal hyping up the crowd here. Brian Cage again with a suit. Oh, wait a second, it's a different kind of maneuver. Oh my God, he spikes MJF, and Matt Sydal with a unique counter as well. This is insane right now, Jesus Christ. And now meanwhile, Chris Jericho looking to go after MJF. He said he would this past Wednesday on Dynamite. Now Chris Jericho running after MJF with a code breaker. Meanwhile, Matt Sydal is on the thread of being eliminated over there, but let's take a look at this code breaker once again to MJF. And now look at that, Matt Sydal is hanging on for dear life at the hands of Brian Cage right there, the Machine. And meanwhile, Pac over there working down on Chris Jericho with those hits straight to the back, and he's gonna go for another one as well. And now look at this, these two cruiserweights here, these two incredible competitors, Matt Sydal and Pac going at it, and there's a neck breaker by Pac. And now look at this, I think Pac and MJF are working together, and Matt Sydal trying to hang on here, but eliminated by MJF, and we are down. Oh, wait a second. Oh my god, there goes Pac, eliminated by MJF, and now MJF turning around here, going for elimination, and Jericho hanging on. What a sequence that was right there. Two men being eliminated, and there goes MJF eliminated. Holy mother of God, what a sequence right there. Sydal, Pac, and MJF eliminated in quick time, and we are down to two now, Jericho and the newcomer Brian Cage, but we are guaranteed to have a new holder of that Dynamite Diamond ring once this is all said and done. But will it be the veteran Chris Jericho or the machine Brian Cage? And now Brian Cage fighting back here, and he's got Jericho up. Oh good grief, Jericho, you better get down. Look at the strength of Brian Cage just wrestling Jericho. Jericho is teetering right here, and Jericho is eliminated, and Brian Cage is your new holder of the Dynamite Diamond ring. What a frenzy, what a match that was. Spike pile drivers and power bombs and eliminations galore. What an incredible opening contest here at DON, but in the end, Brian Cage stands tall, a man who no one even expected to be in this match, but he is, and he wins. Look at that again on Chris Jericho. My god, the power, the strength. This man has just arrived in AEW, but my god, he is a threat. And if I'm a champion in AEW right now, I'm watching out, because Brian Cage is here, and he is here to stay and dominate. Congratulations to the new holder of the Dynamite Diamond ring. And whilst Brian Cage makes a huge impact with an impressive debut in the Casino Battle Royale right there, the new holder of the Dynamite Diamond ring, we move our attention towards two other men who are looking to make an impact on just the same level. Because that's right, it is time for the final round of 16 match in the AEW Combine. Jay White, one of the hottest free agents in the world of professional wrestling today, taking on a wrestling legend. I spin in the face of people who don't want to be cool, Carlito. And as you can see, taking a look at the AEW Combine brackets right here, we already have most of the other quarterfinal match taken care of. Tessa Blanchard versus Victoria, Ethan Carter III versus Zack Sabre Jr., Rob Van Dam versus Leo Rush, what I am referring to as the Battle of the Frog Splash, and Trevor Rage of course qualified this past week on AEW Dark by beating Ray Ian, which means there is only one slot left, but the question is, will it go to Jay White or Carlito? Honestly, it is an incredibly hard one to call, because both these men want it just as bad as the other, but we're about to get an answer to the question of who advances into the final quarterfinal spot, because Jay White versus Carlito is up next here at Double or Nothing. And here we go, the final match in the round of 16 of the AEW Combine. Here comes one of the hottest free agents in the world today, Jay White, the Switchblade. And in my personal opinion, one of the favorites to go the distance in this tournament. Of course, you've got other great names in here like Tessa Blanchard and Zack Sabre Jr. and EC3 and Leo Rush. There's a lot of great competitors in this match, but when you look at someone of the caliber of Jay White finally making his way here to AEW in some form or fashion, he is certainly going to be one of the favorites going into this one, no doubt about it. And here's the thing that really separates Jay White from the rest of the field in this AEW Combine. He's the Switchblade. He doesn't give a damn who you are or what you are. He will do whatever it takes to go the distance in this tournament to get the AEW contract and become a part of this roster. And not to mention, you go ahead and talk about that as a personality of Jay White, and then you look at his in-ring ability as well. He is certainly going to be an incredible force to deal with for Carlito here tonight. But speaking of Carlito, I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Here comes Carlito.
You know what cool is?
And man, don't you just feel sunny and positive and just positive vibes radiating when you hear this theme song for Carlito? What a good vibe, what a good guy, what a great wrestler, and a guy who I really miss seeing in the professional wrestling ring. So low-key, I'm kind of rooting for him to win this entire thing in the AEW Combine, but we'll see how it goes here tonight at Double or Nothing. It's just great to see Carlito back. And I know I've already done an awful impression of Carlito's theme song here tonight, but with that being said, do you guys think that Carlito thinks Jay White is cool, or are we about to see the apple again? And is Jay White about to get a face full of apple spittings in a minute? I don't know. We might see that. Unless he does think he's cool, in which case he doesn't spit in the face of people he thinks is cool. Only people he doesn't think is cool. That's Carlito right there in a nutshell. But anyway, this match is about to get underway. Jay White against Carlito in the final match of the round of 16 of the AEW Combine. Here we go. And now look at this. These two men go back and forth, but there's a nice knee by Jay White. And now Jay White, wait a second, counter there. A former NJPW native Native, and now nice duck under there of the clothesline. Now Jay White running in to Carlito, but Carlito with a counter and a reverse DDT. Yeah, as I was mentioning, a former NJPW native for Jay White. He's done it all over there and he's won it all over there. He had an incredible competitor in Japan and now making his way back to the United States to do his damn thing. And now with it, oh wait a second, a counter there by Carlito though. A nice counter to I think what was going to be a forearm, and there's a nice dragon screw. This is going to be back and forth between these two very similar competitors, but Carlito of course has the experience advantage over a guy like Jay White. He's been in the professional wrestling business for much longer, but you could argue that Jay White is the better overall competitor. And now Jay White from the top rope, but he doesn't connect right there with the drop kick. Carlito getting out of dodge, and now the Irish whip counter there again. And now Jay White here, what is he thinking? Wait a second, the German suplex to Carlito. And now, oh, nice big boot there by the big man, and now he's Irish whipping an Irish whip of his own right there by Carlito, ducks underneath it, and now Carlito jumps over there with the leapfrog, and there's a nice arm drag. And for a guy like Carlito, by the way, look at this incredibly offensive innovation right here from Carlito, a unique maneuver, a submission. Is Jay White about to tap out from this though? No, he manages to roll underneath and he disconnects the submission right there, not too brutal, but there's a counter by Carlito again, dodging that maneuver, and now Carlito looking to revitalize his professional wrestling career with a spinning neck breaker like that. He is going to be well on his way. Looking to get back in a professional wrestling promotion is Carlito, and now he's looking for his signature maneuver here, the backstabber, but no, it's countered by Jay White, and those elbows straight to the face, and now the switchblade, looking for something big right here on Carlito with the back suplex to turn the tide of this match, turn the momentum. And now an Irish whip into the corner here, big uppercut there by Jay White, and he has built momentum now. He has officially turned the tide here at Double or Nothing in Las Vegas. Oh, wait a second, I may have spooked too soon there. Carlito driving Jay White into the turnbuckle there, turning the tide in his own right, and these two men, like I said earlier on, it's going to be back and forth between them. There's a big crossbody by Jay White though, connecting flush here at Double or Nothing, and there's the woo chop right there to Carlito's chest in the reverse woo chop, but Carlito's not going to go down without a fight, and neither is Jay White, spinning around from that front face lock, and now DDT connects perfectly there on Carlito's face, and now Jay White is going to go to town on Carlito with it. I think this is about to be a backbreaker. Yeah, he connects and just stretching him out, doing the most damage possible, and that is the switchblade. And now Jay White here, oh wait a second, I think he was going for something big, but Carlito with a counter, and now an Irish whip again. These two men trying to separate distance between one another because they know close up they are dangerous, whether it be Carlito or Jay White. And I want to see the first cover of this matchup right here, but Jay White with a quick kick out, gonna have to do more than that to beat the switchblade here tonight. Oh my goodness, and speaking of doing more than that, Carlito never wants to shy away from dirty tactics. I don't think Ref Aubrey has seen it yet, but that top turnbuckle has been exposed. Now Carlito with a drop kick there to Jay White, but look at that top turnbuckle right there. Has Aubrey Edwards realized it? Yeah, she has realized it now, but now these two men going back and forth right here, and now look at this, a roll up right there by Jay White, and he's got Carlito, but Ref Aubrey is fixing the top turnbuckle there. This is more than a 3 count right here. Get down for the count, goddammit. There's the 1 count, and no, a kick out by Carlito because the ref was distracted by the turnbuckle. And Carlito maybe had that one in advance. I told you he's the ring veteran, and as an impaler DDT. Can't even blame Carlito. He has been like this throughout his entire career. He's a veteran in the professional wrestling world. He knows all the tactics, he knows all the tricks, and now just slamming down Jay White on the top turnbuckle there. 9, 10, 11. Oh my god. And now Jay White trying to counter here, but wait a second, a counter of his own right here, going into a submission I think by Carlito. He's certainly added more submissions to his offense ever since the last time we saw him. And now Carlito, is Jay White about to tap out, and is Carlito going to advance to face Trevor Rage in the next round? But no, they hit straight to the strike. Oh, excuse me, they hit straight to the face, the strike straight to the face. Either way, it disconnects the submission, and now Carlito with the roll through counter by Jay White right there. And Jay White, wait a second, he has him hooked here, and he slams him down for the package pile driver, aka the Kiwi Crusher. And you know what usually follows that from Jay White? He usually follows up with the Blade Runner, and now Jay White here, he has him hooked. The Blade Runner connects, a picture perfect Kiwi Crusher and a picture perfect Blade Runner, and Jay White advances into the quarterfinals of the Combine. What an unbelievable back and forth contest that was. What a treat here at Double or Nothing. 5 stars, nothing less from Jay White and Carlito, but in the end, the Blade Runner and the Kiwi Crusher seal the deal for Jay White in this tournament, and he advances up against Trevor Rage in the quarterfinals. An impressive first showing for Jay White here in AEW, the Switchblade, showing exactly what he's made of, and if you've never seen Jay White before, you're in for a treat if he continues like this in this tournament. And here we go, here come the Jurassic Express, because ladies and gentlemen, up next, the AEW World Tag Team Championships are on the line in fatal 4-way action. The Jurassic Express, FTR, Lucha Bros, and the Young Bucks will battle for the vacant titles here at Double or Nothing. This one is gonna be a banger. And what a couple of weeks it's been for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, of course, advancing after beating MJF and Warlow into this tag team match for the tag team championships, the vacant world tag team championships. And then all of a sudden, the night where the landscape of the tag division changed forever was this past Wednesday night on Dynamite, when it was Matt Jackson against Jungle Boy. And for as much as Jungle Boy lost the match against Matt Jackson, it was more about what happened after the match than what happened during the match, because none other than the Lucha Bros and FTR would show up and declare themselves for this matchup, and all participants that were already in this match agreed, and so we have a fatal four-way on our hands. And speaking of the aforementioned, here come Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix, the Lucha Brothers. And this is the first time that we'll be seeing the Lucha Bros in action in this new era of AEW, and man, what a first match it is. What a way to arrive it was this past week after attacking Matt Jackson and Jungle Boy, and then of course being attacked by FTR as well, who we'll get onto in a moment. But regardless of the attack that they suffered this past week from FTR, they are still arguably the best tag team in the world today. I mean, I really cannot say enough good things about Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr., but speaking of saying good things about teams, look no further than FTR, one of the very best ever as well, in their own right, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. An incredibly outspoken team in Wheeler and Harwood. FTR making their way here into AEW after becoming free agents and now officially signing with AEW to perform on AEW Dynamite and everything. And man, what a pickup it is for the tag team division in getting these two. But the question is for Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, they've been tag teams everywhere else they've been, multi-time tag team champions, one of the very best, but can they begin their AEW careers here tonight by winning this fatal four-way tag match and winning the AEW World Tag Team Championships? Oh, here we go. Business has just picked up to another level, gentlemen. It is time for a super kick party. Here come the Young Bucks.
From Rancho Cucamonga, California, at a combined weight of 390 pounds, Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks.
And for many people, of course, you never bet against the Bucks, because the Young Bucks in their own right, I mean, I know I keep saying it, but this just is an incredible tag team division we've got here in AEW, and an incredible field in this match. But the Young Bucks as well, one of the very best tag teams in the world today, if not the best tag team. So you know that this match is going to be incredible. With the caliber of superstar, the caliber of team in this one, it's going to be a banger, gentlemen. And by the way, I haven't even mentioned the prior history between the teams in this match, but you want to talk about the Young Bucks and FTR who are in this match, the first time that they'll be going at it here in AEW. And it's been a bit of a Twitter war between those teams over the years, FTR and the Young Bucks, and now we'll be seeing them finally lock up here for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. The ref rings the bell, and here we go. Now look at Rey Fenix already admiring his handiwork right here as Nick Jackson's going for a spinning heel kick over there. If I thought the action was hard to call and fast and furious in the Battle Royal, I can only imagine what we're about to see in this match between these four teams right here. But so far, I mean, if I can pick out competitors in the melee that is this match, FTR are dominating currently. See FTR going after Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Meanwhile, the Lucha Brothers going after the Young Bucks, and there's a nice enziguri by Cash Wheeler, and now choking the life out of the dinosaur. Now Pentagon Jr. in the middle of the ring right there. He's got Nick Jackson, but Nick Jackson with a counter neck breaker, taking down Pentagon Jr. Now Cash Wheeler once again going after Pentagon Jr. And look at this. Oh my goodness me. Wait a second. No flips, just fists. Never mind. Apparently that doesn't apply here in AEW. There's a Hurricane Rana from Cash Wheeler, chaining up the game plan, and that's incredibly dangerous when you think about it. And when I say dangerous, it's dangerous for the other competitors, because FTR were already enough of a threat when they were just fists, and now they're adding flips into the equation. My god, this is going to be interesting. I mean, unless that was just a one-off Hurricane Rana from Cash Wheeler, he was just feeling a little bit adventurous right there. But there's a super kick attempt to Jungle Boy by Nick Jackson, the other half of the Young Bucks, now fighting Jungle Boy. We saw Matt Jackson fight Jungle Boy this past week on Dynamite, where FTR and the Lucha Boys made their presence known. And now, oh wait a second, there's a nice Falcon Arrow there by Nick Jackson, and a super kick in the midst of that by Pentagon Jr. as well. Meanwhile, action going on the outside of the ring. There's a super kick again to Jungle Boy, and the first cover of this matchup right here, but it's broken up by Pentagon Jr. as you would expect. Honestly, if you want to win this match right here, you're gonna have to get it down to just you and one other competitor in the middle of that ring, because right now there are just too many men around the ring, too many men in the ring to go for a cover. And Matt Jackson throwing up the two sweeps right there. You know the history with that emote and the Young Bucks. And there's a DDT by Pentagon Jr. to Nick Jackson. But yeah, as I was saying, you're really gonna have to incapacitate your opponents in this match if you want to win and you want to get that pinfall, because right now it's not going to happen. Every man is in the ring. Wait a second, look at this, a Spanish fly there to Matt Jackson by Ray Phoenix, and a DDT by Pentagon Jr. going to the cover, but it's broken up. And now Pentagon Jr. with a moonsault, taking out everyone in the middle of the ring right there, mainly getting Dax Howard with the moonsault from the top rope there by Pentagon Jr. And now Matt Jackson going after Pentagon Jr. You know, these two have had a history. Oh my goodness me, going low on Pentagon Jr. right in front of the referee, and that is completely legal in this one. I mean, this is a fatal four-way, and look at that incredible move right there by Matt Jackson to Pentagon Jr. No love lost between those two with the history between the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks, but it is completely legal to go for a low blow or use any weapons. It's no DQ when it comes to a fatal four-way tag match. And at least right now, the Jurassic Express are rolling. They are both standing tall, but now Matt Jackson with a counter backstabber there by Jungle Boy to one half of FTR. Now everyone is back in the ring once again. And now Dax Howard, oh, what a strike there to Jungle Boy. Everyone is in the ring, and Dax Howard just going to town on Jungle Boy, and he falls down. And look at that, always admiring his handiwork. But meanwhile, look at this, the tombstone by Matt Jackson, and that might have done it right there. Never mind, just look at the size of Luchasaurus springing back up with the kick. Oh, that busted Matt Jackson wide open after that tombstone. It did nothing to Luchasaurus, and that is just the power of someone of Luchasaurus's caliber right there. It doesn't matter what you do to him. Quite frankly, you can't beat a dinosaur. It's how I see it. And now look at this, a little tombstone of his own to Matt Jackson. Insult to injury, using his finisher against him. But he cannot get the pin off right there because it's broken up by Cash Wheeler. Look at Jungle Boy coming in with the save with the Hurricane Rana, and now being taken out right there by Nick Jackson. But now Jungle Boy, there's the throwback, the blockbuster to Matt Jackson, and more men are falling to their feet in this match. And now there's a Hurricane Rana to Nick Jackson this time, and look at who is the team standing right now. It is the Jurassic Express, and they have slammed down everyone here. Incredible showing by Jurassic Express. And you know that somewhere in the back, Marco Studd is almost a cheerleader cheering on the boys in this one, looking to bring back the gold to the jungle. And now Dax Howard has one half of the Young Bucks right there. I think that's Matt upside down, just wrenching down on his face right there. And now Luchasaurus, oh, slamming him down. Jesus Christ, this is actually much harder to call than it probably seems, because there is so much action going on. You just gotta keep around everything. That's a super kick by Nick Jackson. A super kick by Nick Jackson. Now he's gonna go for something on Dax Howard here, but what is he gonna go for? That is the question. He's spinning him around, and he delivers a neck breaker right there. Nick Jackson bleeding profusely from his head, but he doesn't give a damn. This is bigger than blood right now. This is about those vacant World Tag Team Champions. It's about establishing yourself as the top dog in the AEW Tag Team division to begin things here in the early going, in this new roster reset, in this new era. And wait a second, look at this. Over on the other side of the ring, Jungle Boy doesn't see Matt Jackson, but I do. Matt Jackson about to go sky flying through the air with the drop kick. The coast to coast by Matt Jackson going flying through the air, and now Jungle Boy into a cover of his own, but a kick out by Pentagon Jr. in the center of the ring right there. What a match this has been here, and that was a hip toss and a slam down Razor's Edge by Dax Howard in the middle of the ring. Meanwhile, Matt Jackson finding time to glow. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. This is hard to call, but these men are putting life and limb, risking everything to become tag champions. And now again, another kind of by Jungle Boy, spinning him over with that hip toss right there. Oh, look at this. Pentagon Jr. was gloating, and he didn't quite see Luchasaurus in the middle of the ring right there, and it's only those two in the center of the ring right now. And now Luchasaurus with the kick and the spinning heel kick, taking down Pentagon. Oh my god, he's not letting Ray Phoenix live either. Going after both the Lucha Bros is Luchasaurus right now. Only one Lucha can stand in his opinion. Now Luchasaurus rolling, but Dax Howard, or excuse me, Cash Wheeler with a counter goes after the knee, trying to take down the big man. And now Luchasaurus lifting him up and slamming him down. The biggest man in this matchup is doing big man things right now, and the top guys are doing top guy things, taking down the Young Bucks. Meanwhile, there's a frog splash right there from Jungle Boy onto Pentagon Jr., and he goes into the cover right now, and it's broken up by Cash Wheeler. Wait a second, what the hell is Ray Phoenix thinking? He has Dax Howard in a precarious position at the top rope right there, and oh my goodness me, Ray Phoenix with the reverse suplex. Oh my goodness, off the top rope. An incredible move there by Ray Phoenix, taking down one half of FTR and taking down the other half as well. And Ray Phoenix is looking to fly in this matchup. Dax Howard and Cash Wheeler are down, going for the stomp. No, gets out of the way of it. Oh, and another low blow there by Matt Jackson to Luchasaurus in the meanwhile. Tombstone by Nick Jackson, and the Young Bucks are about to get this done. I think it is most certainly in the favor of the Young Bucks right now. There's a super kick by Matt Jackson. And now look at Jungle Boy here. He has introduced the steel steps into this match right here, into the equation, and he's about to use the, oh no, he's hit from behind by Dax Howard, and those steps go flying down. But this has just become an even more dangerous match right now. Those steps have just been left precariously in the middle of the ring, and Pentagon's got to use them. And Pentagon Jr. taking down Cash Wheeler right there, one half of FTR, and throwing the steps outside the ring. Dragon screw by Dax Howard though in the meantime. Oh, That's why he was throwing out the steel steps, because he now has a steel chair to use in this matchup. And like I said earlier, no disqualifications, taking down the Young Bucks as well. Taking down Matt Jackson, excuse me. Oh, and look at this now, Matt Jackson coming in to save his brother Nick at the hands of Luchasaurus, and the Young Bucks are standing tall in the middle of the ring right now. Matt Jackson checking on Nick Jackson to make sure he's okay, and now he's going to go to town on Luchasaurus, who is on the apron right now, and a DDT by Matt Jackson. And now Jungle Boy looking to fly. There's a Spanish fly by Rey Fenix. Meanwhile, look at Jungle Boy slamming down on Matt Jackson. He tried to hit that this past week on Dynamite, and it didn't quite connect. He got it that time. In fact, that's the same move that he went for, and Matt Jackson getting out of dodge to win the match with a super kick as well. Meanwhile, a dirty pin over there on Luchasaurus, but Luchasaurus gets out of it. Look at this in the top left-hand part. Your screen slamming Matt Jackson into that shoulder post right there, or slamming his shoulder into the post, excuse me. And there, oh, he takes him down as well. Meanwhile, over there, Jungle Boy slamming down Pentagon Jr. in the corner, and now Luchasaurus has the other half of FTR up, and wait a second, dropping him on the steel chair. And now Jungle Boy taking out the other half of FTR, and the Jurassic Express are doing their damn thing right now, running the field. And now look at this, Luchasaurus getting stamped out by Matt Jackson. Every man in this match has been trying to work down on Luchasaurus. FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Howell were taken out by Jurassic Express moments ago with those huge maneuvers. I mean, one on a steel chair and one just spiking Cash Wheeler, and we haven't seen them since then. And now he's pretty much down to 3 in the melee that is this tag match right now. And right, oh, there's a backstabber by Matt Jackson. You really got to give the momentum advantage to the Jurassic Express, but it just keeps changing on a dime. Every minute there's a different tag team on top, and that is what a multi-time or a multi-way tag match will do to you. Every team has their moment in the sun, but who can capitalize and become champion? And now look at this, Pentagon Jr. with the package pile driver. But Luchasaurus is not going to allow it. He's not going to allow any more damage to be done to Jungle Boy. He is out to protect Jungle Boy, and now look at Jungle Boy. Wait a second, he's got Rey Fenix exactly where he wants him here with the arm drag, and the Enziguri connects. It doesn't connect, excuse me, by Luchasaurus. Goes for the low blow. Does Nick Jackson, doesn't connect with the bicycle kick right there, with the super kick to the gut. Back and forth in this match. He moves out of the way into the shooting star. What a move by the big man, and now he's lifting up Matt Jackson for again another one here with the shooting star by Luchasaurus. A man of that size should not be able to do that. And meanwhile, look at Jungle Boy coming in with a strike from the skies. And now Jungle Boy into the cover on Matt Jackson, and the Jurassic Express are your new AEW Tag Team Champions. What a match, what a night, what a story. Two men who were told they would never get this far, they would never reach the top of the mountain, and they have proved everyone wrong to become your new AEW Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to the Jurassic Express. And now we move on from one championship success to another championship match. We congratulate Jurassic Express, but now it is time for the women to shine in a women's championship triple threat match where we will see Riho, Britt Baker, DMD, and Hikaru Shida fight to see who will leave Double or Nothing with the women's championship. And I mean, for Riho, she arguably has the most momentum heading into this women's championship match right now. She returned, of course, and then on the same night she returned, she beat Britt Baker, and she beat Britt Baker down on the waiting room this past Wednesday night on Dynamite after being insulted by Britt Baker DMD. So Riho is not playing any games heading into this title match right now. She's looking to become a 2-time AEW Women's Champion, but if there's someone that is going to stop her, it is Britt Baker. Here comes the dentist now. And I mean, you want to talk about the run-up to this pay-per-view, the run-up to Double or Nothing for Riho. Britt Baker DMD has been trying to constantly play mind games at the hands of Riho. I mean, she basically brought her out this past Wednesday night on Dynamite onto the waiting room, which is, of course, Britt Baker's show, to basically insult Riho completely, insult her character, and basically say, hey, that little cute girl persona that you're doing, I don't believe it. It's a load of crap. Who is the real Riho? I want to find out. And she certainly found out who the real Riho was after getting a swift kick to the head. For as cocky and arrogant and as self-obsessed as Britt Baker is, she certainly has all the makings to win the Women's Championship, which she thinks she will do after this match is all said and done here tonight. But someone who doesn't agree with that is the current Women's Champion of AEW, Hikaru Shida. And it was just a few weeks ago on Dynamite when Hikaru Shida came out with that Women's Championship and said she wants to defend that title even more than she ever has before. She wants to defend that at Double or Nothing against the best. And then, of course, Britt Baker would come out, and so would Riho. And she says, fine, I'll take you both on at Double or Nothing. I don't give a damn. I'm still going to retain my title anyway. And And that right there, the AEW Women's Championship, is what this one is all about. Hikaru Shida, Riho, and Britt Baker DMD. Who will leave as the champion? And now the referee here rings the bell. These three women are getting underway in this triple threat match, and Riho going after the champion with a drop toe hold as Britt Baker does Britt Baker things, watching on as Riho goes after the champion and slamming her down. Riho showing this new aggressive side to her personality. Oh my gosh, she dodged out of the way, that bicycle kick right there, and Britt Baker now taking advantage, and a quick cover here on Riho. Are we about to see the end of this match already? No, a kick out. Now a counter by Riho. It seems like that past Wednesday night on Dynamite segment on the waiting room when Riho and Britt Baker were going at it has really woke up a new side of Riho. But of course, Hikaru Shida is still the champion, and you know she's still going to do championship things and possibly retain that title here tonight. And you know, when it comes to Hikaru Shida, she's looking to retain that title after everything that she said, saying, yeah, I'll take on all comers. You better hope that Hikaru Shida can retain the title here tonight, or else people are going to be questioning her as a champion and her championship reign. But now Hikaru Shida with a counter and a clothesline. With moves like that, you're certainly on your way to retaining your title, Hikaru. And now Baker with a neck breaker and going into another cover right there. No respect for Riho. That's Britt Baker right there, and those two women have been going back and forth. Meanwhile, Hikaru Shida was just watching on this whole time, really. I mean, she's the champion. She doesn't really need to get involved. She just needs to go in there and show why she's the best and defend her championship. She doesn't need to get involved in this Britt Baker DMD and Riho rivalry right now. She just needs to go in there and prove why she is the best women's wrestler in the world, in her opinion. But of course, someone else who thinks she is the best women's wrestler in the world is of course Britt Baker DMD. She said as much there a few weeks ago on Dynamite. And now Riho into the cover, but a kick out by Hikaru Shida. One off that pump handle suplex and the blockbuster as well, taking down Shida. And now well, yeah, that's a little reference for you right there. Britt Baker taking down Riho now. She's got channeling a little bit of a, how do I say it, a baby underneath her right there. And there's a heel kick as well, taking down Riho and now going after the champion. And I mean, I was talking moments ago about how Hikaru Shida has been watching on at this Britt Baker and Riho rivalry, just kind of letting it play out because really it plays to her advantage as the champion. But you want to talk about the rest of the women's division. This past Wednesday night on Dynamite was supposed to be Brandy Rhodes against Yuka Sakazaki, and Brandy saying, no, I'm not going to be the one competing on Dynamite. But then Awesome Kong would make her presence known, destroying Yuka Sakazaki and arriving in the AEW Women's Division. You know, Hikaru Shida had to have seen that one. So really, even if Hikaru Shida does retain here tonight against Riho and Britt Baker, I'll be watching my back and waiting for Awesome Kong to pounce, because you know that's the kind of competitor that Awesome Kong is. But Riho does not quite pick up the championship there with that cover. And now Britt Baker's back in here, but Riho again very impressive in the early going of this Women's Championship matchup, but so is Britt Baker. There's a forearm to the face, and now Baker running in with a drop kick as well. Very impressive showing to begin things here in this triple threat Women's Championship match between all these women. And now Britt Baker with the forearm. Now here, neck breaker as well. Great little sequence there by Britt Baker. Going to the cover now is DMD, is the dentist, is it? No, a kick out. But I think even if Hikaru didn't kick out there, Riho had it covered. She had it scouted. And again, Riho clearing the field in this one. I mean, that really, the words that Britt Baker said this past week must have really woken up something else inside of Riho, because she's showing a new aggressive side. That little cute girl persona that Britt Baker was talking about, I don't think really exists anymore. This is a new Riho that we're seeing in this match. But the question is, can this new Riho that we're seeing, this more aggressive side of Riho, can she win the Women's Championship for the second time in her AEW career? None of Britt Baker has anything to say about it, or maybe, maybe not. And now Shida into the cover here on Riho, but a kick out. Back and forth between these two incredible competitors here in the Women's Division, and a kick right there taking Britt Baker down. It caught her flush, and now she's just gonna go to work on Riho right here, and Hikaru Shida is looking for the decisive end right here. The crossface chicken wing is locked in, the submission is locked in, but no, broken up by Britt Baker DMD. And look at this now, Riho almost stalking Britt Baker and saying, cutthroat, it is done. This is what it means to me to beat you, Britt Baker, in the middle of the ring for the championship, to get revenge for all the words she said this past week on the waiting room. And now here we go, a pump handle slam to Britt Baker. Oh no, but Hikaru Shida with the chicken wing crossface locked in on Riho after the pump handle, and Riho has to tap. Incredibly smart, and Shida retains the Women's Championship. Take nothing away from any of these women. What a back and forth match that was here at Double or Nothing. And if that's a sign of things to come in the Women's Division, then the future is incredibly bright. But in the end, Hikaru Shida managing to prove that she is the best, at least right now here in AEW, and retain the Women's Championship. And whilst there may be many more lying in wait for a championship match, at least right now we can say congratulations to Hikaru Shida, still the AEW Women's Champion. I'm still the same old Jon Moxley, and I'm still itching to fight. So anyone in the back who is itching to take this title from me, be my guest. Because it doesn't matter who is left or who decides to try, they all end up the same anyway. Because to take this title from me, you're gonna have to pry it from my cold, dead hands. You're gonna have to show nothing but reckless abandon, nothing but blood, guts, and heart left in this ring after you have beaten me senseless. And even then, it won't be enough, because at the end of the night, I'll still be standing as Jon Moxley, your AEW World Heavyweight. Best bout machine, that man right there, Kenny Omega, is here on Dynamite. You've been real impressive ever since you came to AEW. Yeah, I remember the night very well. It was Double or Nothing last year where you came strolling through the crowd to come face to face with your old pal Jericho. And then, on the first episode of Dynamite, you attacked me and hit me with a paradigm shift through a glass coffee table. And I'm still feeling the scars of that night. Wounds that will never heal. And so, I think it's only fitting that on this, the historic night of the AEW roster reset, while we're both still around, I think it's time I gave you your receipt. So what do you say? That's just fine, Omega. I whipped your ass once and I'll whip it again 10 times over, but just know this. I said I wanted a fight, not a wrestling match, so I'll put my title on the line, but we're not doing this in the normal rules. This is gonna be a no holds barred street fight, and so we'll see by the end of tonight who will be the last man standing. Omega has him exactly where he wants him, and I think Omega knows just as well as the AEW fans know that we're about to see the crowning of a new world champion right now. I love Jon Moxley, I really do, but I just don't think he has what it takes to get back up in this one. Omega has played this perfectly. He has played a perfect game since the upstart. Since the beginning of this match, Omega has played this perfectly, and now Omega, oh no, countered by Moxley. And now Moxley, nice roll through here. Wait a second, there's a paradigm shift. He connects with it, he gets absolutely all of it. Red 4 reaches the cover off the paradigm shift again. And again, a kick out from Kenny Omega. Jon Moxley has Kenny Omega up at the top. Oh my goodness me. No, no! Oh my god, on the ladder with the reverse DDT. Or the reverse suplex onto the ladder. Either way, it's effective. And now Jon Moxley, here we go. The paradigm shift to Kenny Omega. And now Moxley. Rings the bell here on Dynamite as Kenny Omega running straight for Peter Avalon with the V-trigger already. Oh my god. Now Kenny Omega lifting up Peter Avalon. He has no idea what hit him after that V-trigger. And the one-winged angel to Peter Avalon. Ref Aubrey into the cover here. Is this already? Kenny Omega beats Peter Avalon in record time. I was talking about his knees are still working and he's going to go from the skies. Oh, it doesn't quite connect. And now Kenny Omega catches it with a V-trigger. What an incredible V-trigger that was. And Kenny Omega's wasting no time lifting him up here for you know what, the one-winged angel. And now Omega into the cover here. Ref Aubrey counts it, and Kenny Omega yet taking his win streak to 2-0 here on Dynamite. Wait a second, no, he counters it into the paradigm shift to MJF. What a move, busted it wide open. Aubrey Edwards into the cover, Moxley with the pin, and Moxley retains the World Championship. What a man. Well, if it isn't Kenny Omega. You've been on a real run lately, haven't you? A little bit of a winning streak? Well, that's somewhat impressive, but how about instead of being second-rate jobbers that don't mean a damn thing in my division, you beat me, huh? Are you forgetting the numerous matches we've had where I've beaten you, Chris? Or did my V-trigger cause a little memory loss? Oh, you've always been real funny, Omega, but you've also been real talented too, and that's why I respect you. But it doesn't change the fact that you're parading around this sham of a winning streak. So you're challenging me, is that right? Yeah, you're damn right I'm challenging you, so what do you say, huh? For old time's sakes, a little throwback to Wrestle Kingdom 12, Alpha versus Omega. One more time. You're the last hurdle I need to jump before I get to the top of the power rankings and get back to being where I want to be. But Jericho, you're not the one to end this winning streak, because just like how I beat you at Wrestle Kingdom to retain my IWGP United States title, I'm gonna do it again tonight. Challenge accepted. Here we go. Axan, oh, what a counter by Omega. Counter hit straight to the gut by Kenny Omega, and Chris Jericho is not where he wants to be. One-winged angel. A one-winged angel to Chris Jericho, and Kenny Omega continues to win here on AEW Dynamite. goodness me, and look who it is, it's Moxley raining down strikes on Kenny Omega. Oh my god, it's Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion is here. And now Moxley, wait a second, he's got him hooked here for the paradigm shift. Fine, I see you on this winning streak and I took care of MJF a week ago, so you're now the top of this division and I'm not waiting to be attacked or some crap. I've been watching you, Omega, I've been paying real close attention, and clearly you're becoming obsessed with the idea of beating me. So you want a rematch for this title? You got it at Double or Nothing. And I mean, I don't really have to recap, you saw it a moment ago in the video package, but Kenny Omega has had quite the month since the last time we were here for Moxley vs Omega in, fittingly enough, a no-holds-barred street fight as well, which this match tonight is a no-holds-barred match as well. Ever since he lost to Moxley, Kenny Omega's been on, no understatement, a warpath. He went through Peter Avalon in record time, he went through Joey Janela, and most recently went through Chris Jericho. And for Kenny Omega, he's become much more aggressive, much more like the Kenny Omega of old. And I don't want to throw around the cleaner term, but it has definitely seemed like the cleaner has been peeking through a little bit in the last couple of weeks. And so for Kenny Omega, can he go full cleaner and win the AEW World Championship here tonight at Double or Nothing? If this man has anything to say about it, I would venture to say no, because here comes the World Champion, Jon Moxley. And you want to talk about Omega's impressive run as of late. Look at Jon Moxley. He has defended that title twice since the AEW roster reset, and both successfully, one time against MJF and the other time against the man who will oppose here tonight, Kenny Omega, in a no-holds-barred street fight. That was on episode 1. And now for Jon Moxley, after 2 successful title defenses, you've got to ask, can third time be the charm? Can Moxley do it again here at DON? Because we already saw how Moxley dealt with MJF in recent weeks after disrespecting Renee Paquette, and now Kenny Omega is a whole different ball game with the momentum that he has been on, of course, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Kenny Omega looking to capture his first AEW World Championship. But we move on from the best Bat Machine to a man who resides in Las Vegas, Nevada, born in Cincinnati, Ohio, but he resides here now. So it is almost a hometown advantage for Moxley, the world champion. But quite frankly, with the brawls and just the story of Jon Moxley across his life, he doesn't give a damn where he is. He will fight tooth and nail, whether it's home court or not, to retain his title, to fight for what he believes in, and to prove that he is the damn best, no doubt about it, in the professional wrestling business. And O'Brien was showing Kenny Omega the AEW World Championship again. Omega looking for a different result to the last time these two men met. This main event is about to get underway. Omega versus Moxley 2, the rematch, no holds barred, and here we go. Moxley with the roll through straight off the bat here, and wait a second, he's gonna hook for the paradigm shift straight off the bat. The paradigm shift straight away to Omega, and he kicks out of it. He went for it straight away. He threw all his cards, no pun intended. I know this is a casino pay-per-view, but he threw all his cards on the table right there with the paradigm shift, and it doesn't get the job done. But that is certainly a message sent loud and clear by Moxley that he is not playing around in this match right here. The paradigm shift straight off the bat, and now Moxley is in control. And now Omega is about to feel the wrath of that move to his knee by Moxley. This might be already all she wrote. It might be all said and done, because Moxley is looking dangerous right now. And now oh wait a second, he went for a kick right there. It was countered by Kenny Omega, and he catches him with a knee. The knee offense of Kenny Omega is something you gotta watch out for in this main event. And now Kenny Omega here, wait a second, Moxley is exactly where Omega wants him to be, and there's the moonsault from the second row. And by the way, I know I've mentioned it before, I've mentioned it a few times already tonight, but for Kenny Omega, he is undefeated in singles action ever since he lost to Moxley the first time around. I know we had that drama between these two in the tag match this past Wednesday night on Dynamite, where of course Jon Moxley hit Omega after a little bit of confusion. He hit him with the paradigm shift and left him lying for Jericho to pick up the win, but that was in a tag match. As far as single matches go, Omega has not lost since he lost to Moxley the first time around, so can that singles match win streak continue on Dynamite? Or excuse me, can it continue in AEW as a whole? Of course, on AEW Dynamite, it's a thing, but also on pay-per-view as well. He has yet to lose, but there's the rebound lariat by Moxley. I say Omega's yet to lose, but it may just happen if Omega continues to let Moxley run the field like he is right now. And now a counter by Omega there with the right hand, and now Omega going for the DDT of his own. We saw a DDT earlier with the paradigm shift by Moxley, and now look at this, wrestling him down and striking him down with the strikes to Omega, leaving believe me when I say there is no love lost between these two gentlemen. And now, oh, big splash there by Moxley from the skies. Look at those strikes raining down as well. He is going straight after the head of Kenny Omega, and now going into another cover in this matchup. Is this about to be it? Are we about to see the champion retain the title? No, a kick out at 2.5. And now Jon Moxley, look at this, applying the submission hold on Kenny Omega. He's been working down on that head this entire matchup right here, but Kenny Omega sliding out of it and getting out of it as well. But Moxley, he's got him hooked here for the bulldog, and Moxley is still in control. And now here we go, Irish whip. Oh wait a second, counter by Omega with the forearm, and Moxley bouncing off the ropes. Here we go, wacky lie, rebound lariat. This is our main event here at Double or Nothing, and I'm afraid that it may just end here at the hand. Oh, never mind, a B trigger by Omega. I was about to say it may just be coming to an end if Moxley continues what he's doing, but Omega with a clutch counter, and now Moxley with a counter of his own and a bulldog. Never mind, straight back to the champion being in control. And now Moxley here, just a stomp straight to the gut right there, and walking over him as well. He doesn't give a damn, he treats Omega like he's a doormat. Now Moxley here with these strikes, but Kenny Omega with the knee and the counter right there, and now Omega with the clothesline as well. And remember, across Kenny Omega's entire wrestling career, there is only one man to have ever kicked out of that one-winged angel, and it is Jon Moxley, and that was a number of weeks ago on AEW. An incredible scene, but for Kenny Omega, if he delivers that one-winged angel, it may not be enough is my point. He might need to deliver 1, 2-winged angel or 3-winged angel, I don't know. He needs to do a lot to defeat Moxley with the mood that he's in right now, and that cross body, and the strikes are raining down again. And now Moxley looking to fly. He was already successful from this place once before, but not that time. High risk and no high reward, and Omega with the counter, and now Omega with the Now Kenny Omega, look at this, he has Moxley in his sights, and Omega running up with the drop kick on the apron right there to Jon Moxley, to the world champion, taking him out. Look at this right now, Omega has Moxley in his sights. We might be saying this one's all she wrote. No, he gets out of the way, and Moxley has him hooked again. Paradigm shift. Oh no, and would you look at that, Kenny Omega rolling to the outside of the ring after that paradigm shift, so Moxley could not get the cover, and he had the match won. But Omega, incredibly smart, rolling to the outside, and Moxley is bewildered here. And I hate to jump to conclusions, I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but surely with the state that Moxley is in and the state that the challenger is in, it's only a matter of time before Moxley retains that AEW World Championship. Wait a minute, what the hell happened to our lights? Oh my goodness me, it's Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. The Gorillas of Destiny are here in AEW, and they're beating down Moxley. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa beating the hell out of the world champion, and we know the history between these two men and Kenny Omega. These two men, once upon a time, a part of the same faction in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now Tama Tonga with the cutter to Moxley, and it's completely legal in a no disqualification, a no holds barred environment. And now Tonga Loa is picking up Moxley as if these men haven't already done enough, and now he drops him like a stack of dimes. Tonga Loa, the Gorillas of Destiny, G.O.D, the firing squad has landed here at Double or Nothing to take out the champion. I'm just gonna call it how I see it. These two men have just screwed Moxley out of the world championship, and now they're picking up Omega and they're throwing him inside the ring. And for goodness sake, as if the Gorillas of Destiny weren't already enough, now Kenny Omega is lifting up Jon Moxley for the one-winged angel. It connects flush, and the referee into the cover on Jon Moxley, and Kenny Omega is your new AEW World Champion. I cannot believe what we just saw here in the main event of Double or Nothing here at AEW. The Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, making their presence felt to help Kenny Omega win the title. And I'm just gonna say it how I see it. Kenny Omega wins the belt, deservedly so, hell of a wrestler, but Moxley got screwed here tonight by the Gorillas of Destiny, and that's just putting it plainly. But whatever you want to say about how Omega got it done, it doesn't change the fact that he got it done, and Kenny Omega is finally the AEW World Champion. And I don't want to jump to conclusions, we'll talk about it on Dynamite next week, but dare I say, it's the band back together. I don't even know what to say. What an unbelievable show. Good night everyone from Double or Nothing.